Hi everybody and welcome to Cultivation with yours truly. My name is Cassidy McClure and I'm a psychic medium based out of Colorado, and today I have a video for you on forgiveness. Now, forgiveness can be a difficult or touchy topic. It is something that I have definitely spent a lot of time on, just throughout mostly, I was going to say throughout my whole life, but I think mostly this year. I've forgiven people before, but I think that the truest forgiveness for me personally has happened pretty recently. So I just wanted to make a video and share with you ways in which I kind of work with this energy, the way that I see forgiveness, and all of that good stuff. So take what you will, leave what you don't want, and hopefully you'll find something that helps and you can just take it along with you. So essentially, when we need to forgive somebody, or when forgiveness is even up in the air, something has typically happened where we have been wronged. Somebody has done us wrong, a situation that has happened has wronged us in some way. We feel as if a boundary has been pushed, or we maybe have been betrayed in some way. Maybe somebody or something has happened where we just really feel powerless. I feel like often it can be a sense of powerlessness that can get us to feel upset and as if forgiveness would even be in the air. And then at the time that we're upset, of course, we're not even thinking about forgiving the situation, the person, maybe even ourselves. We're mostly just upset, right? So after that anger passes, or that sadness passes, I think that the anger really is there to kind of protect us in a way and tell us that a boundary has been crossed. And then once that's passed, we have the ability to make a choice and back up and see the full picture. I always think about it as if somebody has their nose pressed up to a painting and they're like, this painting is horrible. All I see is, like baby poop green and gray, and this looks like shit. And then they back up a little bit, maybe somebody just pulls them back, and then you see it's actually like a full garden scene, and maybe it's a Monet, and you were just kind of like really looking just at like one little lily pad or something. So we have the opportunity to kind of back up a little bit and look at the full picture. And what I mean by this is noticing that everything in life happens for you and not to you. I say this all the time, but I believe and I see before we come down and are born here to be, Cass or Jonathan or, Carly, we're these little points of awareness. We're souls floating around in the astral plane, which is everything that's non-physical. So we're floating around there, and we want to come down and incarnate. So we decide that we want to plan our lives out. We choose our parents, we choose the place that we're born, our socioeconomic status, things of that nature, and they're all going to serve us so that we can ultimately grow as a soul and complete our life's purpose, which your life's purpose is to be yourself, to live the incarnation that you have picked for yourself this time around. So you got to dress up, you got to wear the costume. That's just kind of what you're trying to do here. And by doing that, just being yourself, you are performing your life's purpose, you're learning, you're growing, etc. So we're making our lives, we're throwing this beautiful mixed salad of different things together, and we're like, yes, this is going to be my incarnation for this time around, and these are the lessons that I want to learn, these are the people that I want to meet, etc. Typically the people that are in your life, you've known them before, from probably many lives. You might have karma with them. To me, karma just means unfinished business. So you might be coming back around to learn something from them, or you just know that they're simply one of the best souls out there to teach you a particular lesson. So you might make a deal with them. You might make a contract with them. It's kind of like, hey, so you're on this life path, I'm on this life path. We're going to kind of swerve around. Let's try to meet up here. Let's try to meet up at, this time, this place, these map coordinates. Let's try to meet up and then rendezvous, have a little dance, and then teach each other something. So that's how I see essentially most, if not all, relationships for people. They're these planned occurrences that happen in order for one or usually both souls to grow. So essentially, when you're angry at a person in particular or a situation, there's this feeling of like not necessarily wanting to own the plan that you had made for yourself and that this other soul had made with you. There's this sense of kind of resisting the lesson maybe that was supposed to be learned. And by holding this resentment or bitterness towards a person or a situation that has happened, you're kind of poisoning yourself with it. You're refusing to kind of look at or see the lesson in it. And sometimes the lesson is extremely painful, and sometimes you need to grieve for a long time before you can kind of make it past that and try to see the bigger picture in it. Sometimes you need to like have your face up against that painting for a while because maybe you're crying, It's okay to feel hurt. It's okay to feel angry. But once that falls away, there is an incredible power that you can take back. And that is your power, truly. Knowing that, okay, I kind of wanted to hang out with this person or be in this situation, and I wanted to experience this experience. And I knew that it was going to propel me forward on my path, and I'm going to make the choice to take that lesson and to take this kind of propulsion. It's almost like, in Mario Kart or a video game, if you get some kind of special something that makes you go faster real quick. It's kind of like when these situations happen to us that hurt us, make us angry, make us sad. We have an opportunity to push that little button and like zoom forward, or we can just kind of like sit and maybe like trip over that special power that we got, or that item that makes us go fast. We could just not use it and lose it, and maybe just recreate the same situation with a different soul 3 months down the line, 5 years down the line, 15 years down the line. So we have this choice, and I think in forgiveness we are acknowledging the lesson, and we are using that kind of like propulsion system, and we are dissolving anything that's going to set up that same situation or relationship pattern in the future. So we're kind of getting rid of that when we forgive, and when we own our power, and when we own our incarnation, and when we say, yes, okay, I see what happened here, and I see that this person or situation has shown me where I'm not loving myself. It has shown me where I don't have boundaries. It's shown me where I need better friendships in my life, or where I need better or safer housing in my life, or a different job, or maybe it's shown me that I can't always rely on my family. Maybe there are a plethora of things and a plethora of forgivenesses that can go with them. So it can be really overwhelming when you think about it, and all of those emotions come up for you about why you're upset with that person to begin with, or that situation to begin with. It could even be yourself. You might even, not want to forgive yourself in a way. And, we do live in a world of mirrors, so what you forgive in others is what you forgive in yourself. So thinking about that, and the other thing too is when you forgive yourself, you really are giving yourself freedom and permission to just be and live, and that usually feels pretty good as opposed to holding on to some kind of pain. And also, if you're thinking about forgiving yourself, just know that the person that you hurt or the situation that maybe you catalyzed for other people to be in, that maybe they were upset with, they learned something from that, and you can too. So instead of holding this bitterness in your heart, see if you can find a way to almost like mentally, spiritually give them a little high five, give that person or that situation a little high five, and see if you can conjure up any kind of gratitude for how much stronger they've made you, or how much more you love yourself now because of what that situation or person helped you to realize. Because there really is a silver lining in everything, and we are all just here pushing each other and helping each other grow. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Hopefully you got something out of it. It's it's not always easy. So Godspeed with this, and I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day. See you next time.